I'm Blame.
I'm DJ Concrete.
We're the Social Misfits, and you're watching Rewind That Track.
Hello, this is Colin McLoone for Rewind That Track, and today we are at the SX Pro Studios in Letchworth, here with two very special guests, here with Blame and Concrete. How are you, lads?
Cool, man. How you doing?
Also known as Social Misfits, and today we are going to be talking about everything Social Misfits, coming up with their latest EP, their latest work, what the lads have planned for the future, and everything they've been doing across the music spectrum. Lads, Social Misfits, where did it come from to start off with?
Basically, it's a little collaboration project with myself and Concrete. We've known each other a long time, been friends a long time. You know, we just thought, you know what, let's try a little project where we get some of the big picture angles from Concrete, and I'll get in the studio, you know, work them up, and let's see what happens. Luckily, the first track took off, got on Radio 1, One Extra, started blowing up, and we thought, you know what, let's just keep it moving because it's good fun and it seemed to be working.
Do you have anything extra to add to that?
No, I think the first person who actually played Change the Game was Andy C, and I gave him the CD or USB stick at Warning in Cambridge. He took it away, saw him a couple of months later, and he says he's been playing it in his sets, and that was the first person who played our track. So quite excited.
It's a good start, really.
Yeah, it's a great start to have him playing our first track in his sets. And then we went and saw Brian at V Recordings and spoke with Brian and took it from there.
Getting it signed and getting it on their V Recordings, such a prestigious label, such widely recognised in the scene. Every track that they seem to be putting out is an absolute banger, and it sort of goes down in history. How does it feel for you to be sort of signed onto such an incredible label?
Oh, it's wicked. I was lucky enough that I've been on a lot of the iconic drum and bass labels in the time, you know, from Moving Shadow, I was on Good Looking, Metalheads, had a release on Hospital as well. And then V was one that for some reason I'd never had a release on V in all the years I've been making music. So it was like, do you know what? It's important now that I've secured that and I can add that to the resume.
Yeah, that's all I can say really. It's just, you know, it was nice to talk with Gareth and Brian and kind of told them what we wanted to do. They kind of accepted that, and it was nice feeling, a very organic feeling that we got it all together and everyone felt right with what we was doing.
24 years you've been as a resident at Warning, Concrete and Blame. Obviously you've been making music for so long and had so many releases. A long back catalogue of stuff. What is the weirdest thing you think you've ever seen on a rave in all your times?
Probably one of the maddest things that happened that I remember was I was in a gig once and they got a driver because it was abroad, and I had to drive from one show to another in the middle of the night, and it was the driver's first gig, and he took me there and he was like, okay, wicked, and it was like backstage, free bar. So I see him, all right, I'll have a beer then, and I thought, hold on a minute, you're my designated driver here. So anyway, next thing he has another one. Next thing he has another, and I'm DJing, but I'm counting his drinks.
Yeah, you're going,
like,
oh my god, he's got to drive me back.
Yeah. So basically, I'm watching, and he had so many drinks. The guy was absolutely. And then I looked, and he was in front of me, like giving it like that, with sweat pouring down his face. And I'm thinking, I'm looking horrified because this guy has to drive me.
Yeah.
And in the end, so I mean, it's not. It was just kind of a mad experience where I had to say, yeah, get out of it. I'm getting a train.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty mad.
Concrete?
I haven't got any, to be fair.
No?
Everything seems normal nowadays.
Not even at a warning. Not at a warning. You haven't seen you've looked in.
Messy. It just gets messy, but you see that everywhere now. So what is weird and what is normal nowadays? There's no such thing.
Like that. How do you think sort of the music scene has changed over sort of like the last 20 years? Like, what are the big impacts you've seen that have changed for both of you?
I mean, really, it's been crazy because when I've been doing a few old pictures of some old releases, and there's, okay, you got your vinyl, then you even had like cassette albums on cassette tapes, and like a lot of the kids now, like, what the hell are they? Yeah. So you got your cassettes, then it was your CD singles, then everyone stopped buying CD singles. So then it's like CD album, okay, then it's MP3s. Then people seem to now stop buying MP3s and it's all streaming. And what's tough is that an artist, it's quite tough to make a living as somebody who just releases and sells music, and that's a shame because everyone has to DJ to go out and perform to kind of make a living. But some people are actually better off in the studio full time, and other guys are just wicked DJs, but they're not having a chance because you have to make the music to get the gigs. So at the moment, it's in a bit of a middle ground. I'm thinking in the next few years it might level out and something new will be on the horizon.
Yeah, it needs a bit of balance, you know, because it is hard. Because, you know, I'm fortunate that I've got the mighty Blame that I work with, you know, and he knows his stuff with music. But, you know, fundamentally, I'm a DJ, you know, that reads the crowd, know what's going on the streets. So it's the D&B scene needs to balance, I think. You know, there's no rights and there's no wrongs. You know, you just got to work through it until it gets to a good place.
Lads, what's the best club in the world?
I've got to say Warning, Junction, Cambridge.
Cambridge, yeah, absolutely.
There was some amazing clubs in Tokyo.
Yeah?
Yeah, like there was a club, I remember DJing at the Liquid Rooms in Tokyo, and you had to go up to the club in a lift, and the club was actually suspended on chains.
The whole club?
I believe it was for the structure, and the decks were like suspended down on chains. I mean, it was mad.
Concrete, Warning, the crowd, is that what sort of makes it, you think, just the people that are there, or?
Yeah, I think that Warning's got something a little bit special, unique. All walks of life come there to party, to rave, and they accept all kinds of music. There's no one style of music at Warning. You know, regardless of what style you play, the crowds are into it. Yeah. You know, you can go from metalheads, Goldie, you know, D Bridge, to your Andy C's, and Culture Shocks. You know, it's a very, you know, diverse crowd, and that's what Warning's about.
And a bit of a weird one, if you guys weren't DJs and artists, what do you think you'd be doing?
Well, I would be a graphic designer, because that's what I used to do as a job before I ran out of days to take off, because I used to go out to too many clubs to hear my music, and then like ran out of days off. So I would probably be a graphic designer still.
Dance teacher, as I used to be a professional dancer. So yeah, I would maybe be teaching.
What was the first record that you both bought? First ever record, whether it was embarrassing. Oh no, that's a good one.
Off the Wall album.
That's nothing bad
Off
at
the
all.
Wall album.
Oh, that's all right. That's a good one.
I was earlier than that. I used to go to Woolworths and buy them cartoon records.
Cartoon
They
records?
were like
What were
cartoon
they?
themes. Like, it was a label
Like
called
Stars on 45. That's
but before that, it was like Tom and Jerry or the Flintstones. All them used to be on like little 7-inches.
Yeah.
And I'd buy them and be like scratching them up on like yeah. Probably didn't sound too good, and I'm sure I broke a few needles.
Thank you very much to SX Pro Studios here in Letchworth. We've been chatting to Social Misfits here today. Lads, do you want to sign off with anything at all?
Nah, cool, man. Really good catching up with you. And let's when the next release is ready, we'll come back and see you.
Yeah, thanks Connor for having us, and also big shout out to everyone that's supporting us.
Cheers. Thank you very much.